cold out there. Ah. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good. Checking in?
Yes, ma'am.
May I have your last name?
Mims.
Alright, I'll let you know your deal.
Thank you. Alright. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, you are. You're a good girl. I know. I know. Oh, yes. I can't believe y'all still have your tree up already. It's not even Thanksgiving.
The 3 o'clock appointment for Dr. Mims is ready for check-in.
So are you all ready for Thanksgiving?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Are you?
Well, yeah, I reckon. The snow's kind of put a damper on my family coming to visit though.
Are you cooking a big dinner?
I'm not cooking at all. Somebody else is bringing all the food. I'm just providing the house.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yes. She said, I'm not going to eat any turkey because it gives me a tummy ache. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh. Oh, please.
Are you going to fall asleep? I don't know, dude, but you are. It is cold. Wrong day to wear black pants with a white dog.
Yes, it is. Wrong day to wear white black pants with a white dog.
Miss Bella, I'm ready for her. Come on.
All right, we're going to take Miss Bella to the end of the hall and get her weight. Good girl. Oh, I know. 44 pounds. All right.
Bella, you're going to have to go on a diet. I think she looks good.
We'll bring her on in here. And your trusty sidekick. So how's Miss Bella doing today?
Oh, she's doing okay.
Good.
I do have some things I want to discuss though.
Okay.
She's got this spot on her side that she keeps bothering.
Okay.
It's like a little mole type thing.
Okay.
And it's a little bit red. I know. I love you too.
Okay.
And
It's
it's
on
right
her
here.
left side?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then on occasion she'll lick like the inside of her legs, and sometimes she licks her feet at night.
Okay.
And you know, I don't know why she only does it at night, but she just
Okay.
does it at night. She doesn't do it during the day.
All right. It's at her rear legs and her feet, you said?
Yeah, her rear legs inside.
Okay.
Yeah. And she chases her tail, but I think that's just a
I
dog
think that's
thing.
normal dog behavior, yeah.
I think it's just a dog thing.
All right. So, Miss Bella is due for her annual checkup and her vaccines. She's due for her Lepto, Lyme, and Bordetella vaccines.
Okay.
And she's also due for her heartworm and fecal as well today.
Yeah, I kind of got laid off, and I'm only working part-time now, so I need to, you know, why does she need a fecal?
Well, that checks for intestinal parasites like roundworms and hookworms and that kind of thing. It's So I know she's on the Pro Heart injection, and that does come with a dewormer. So are you giving her that routinely?
Yeah, according to the directions I was given,
Okay.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Now, the ProHeart was for the heartworm test, so why do I have to have another heartworm test?
Well, actually, you're right. She is due. She's due for her Pro Heart in January, so we can let the heartworm test go for today.
Okay.
And wait until she comes back in January. The fecal, it's always good to check. We recommend an annual check to make sure we don't miss anything, because not one dewormer gets all types of worms.
Sure, and I understand that, but again, I'm kind of looking at the financial aspect of it. Now, what is that Bordetella?
Bordetella is upper respiratory. It's a vaccine for upper respiratory infections. If she goes to groomers, boards, anything like that, we recommend doing that.
She really doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
So, other than, she does hunt, but I don't think that the birds carry that type thing.
Is she around other dogs though while she's hunting? Because it is airborne, so if she's out and around interacting with other dogs, then it would be a good idea.
Oh yeah, so we're going to chew on her tail now. Well, sometimes she is, but sometimes she isn't, but how much is that?
The Bordetella is $25. So if we did everything recommended today, you would be at $135 for today. That includes your fecal.
Well, I'd like to skip the fecal.
Okay.
Because I'm giving her that other stuff, so
Sure.
let me do everything else, but not the fecal.
vaccines and the
Yeah,
Sure.
let me just do that. And I'm still up in the air. Can I think a little bit about the Bordetella? Because I'm just...
Well, I need to draw. I'm going to go ahead and draw it up, and because we will, so we have it on board. It's going to be $109 for the vaccines and the exam today.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to skip the Bordetella for now.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to keep it under $100.
Okay.
So.
Not a problem. All right. Well, let me go get vaccines drawn up, and then I will do it. The only thing is, I think he wanted me to take her back and get a sample because for time practicing our timing.
Oh, that's
So I think a fecal would be a good idea. I didn't think about that until I was like, crap, I don't have any dog to take that.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and do the fecal.
instead of the Bordetella.
Yeah, because you've been scooting a little bit. Let's go ahead and do a fecal.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I think that sounds like a great plan. And look, you're under, it's 110.
Oh, all right.
$10
I'll skip a bottle of wine.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, Bella, you be a good girl.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
Do you want any vaccines?
I need a lepto and a Lyme vaccine.
All right.
She declined Bordetella today.
No Bordetella. That's left over. All right.
Although, because Dr. Mims really wanted her to have a Bordetella because she is due.
Oh, what's on him then?
Hi, Bella Boo Boo.
So he did want us to draw blood, even though
Yes, we did ask.
we'll pretend like it's early. Hey, Dr. Mims.
Is it phone call?
Ask him if he really did want a Bordetella because she was due.
Oh,
Despite
no,
Debbie
you can't
declining
put a
it.
cast on or anything like that. You need big things, just pain.
She's just trying to make it realistic for me.
She
without
very
questioning
was
everything
due for
that I did.
Bordetella.
I know.
Come Bella.
Buffering baby aspirin is okay. Is it client?
Good girl.
All right, crazy dog. All right. Did he say yes, no, or he's not really doing vaccines?
I think he's really going to do any.
Okay.
No, see, he gave her a Bordetella in June. He just didn't put a reminder in for it. Sneaky. You just didn't put a reminder in for it, but you did give her one in June.
I need to, what do I need to do? Do I drop vaccines? Do we
I think we
get
got
the doctor in?
I think we've got vaccines drawn up. So who we have here?
These are vaccines.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. This is Bella.
Okay.
She is doing well, but she does have a spot on her side that she's been licking at,
Okay.
and also licks at her inside her rear legs, and chews at her feet some. Otherwise, she's due for leftover Lyme.
They gonna
Owner
call
declined
them
to do
soon?
Bordetella today,
Okay.
and
No, I mean,
we're
They
taking
haven't.
fecal even though we
I think they're getting ready to.
All right.
no, you don't have to. I just wondering if they
Oh.
were going
And she's
to.
due for her heart in January, so we're just gonna wait and do a heartworm test for her in January.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's go do it.
All right.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
How's Bella?
Hey Bella. What are you doing, girl?
Recognize this man?
She seems to be doing okay at home, I understand.
Well, for the most part, yeah.
All right.
I mean, she's been scooting a little bit, so we went ahead and did the fecal.
Okay.
She's got a spot on her side
Okay.
that I'm a bit concerned about. She's been bothering it a little bit.
Okay.
It looks a little bit better today, though, but it's just one of those things that popped up, with her being a young dog and everything. I just want to make sure. And
Yeah.
she kind of licks inside her back legs, and she licks her paws only at night.
Yeah, she's a little red, isn't she?
Yeah.
What'd y'all do to her tail?
What did we do to her tail? She chews on it.
Oh, okay. Looks
Yeah.
like somebody cut it here recently.
Oh, well, she's got real sharp teeth.
Oh, I see.
All right. Well, let's get her up
Yeah,
on
the
the table.
scissor bite is what you call that.
Scissor bite.
Come here, wiggle
We'll
worm.
get her on up
Oh.
here.
She wants to climb up her.
All right. You stay. Good job.
She's eating good, though. I thought her weight looked pretty good. I'd like to know what you think about it.
Yeah, and she weighed in today pretty much exactly what she did last time. And looking at her, I mean, I think she looks pretty good.
Yes, to say that.
We body condition score these guys on the 1 to 9 scale.
Right?
And, 4 and 5s are kind of where you want them. And I'd put her right on the 4. She looks pretty good. And she's still eating all of her food when you put it down?
She's eating all of her food. She's hunted well this year. She got tired one night, but we hunted hard that day.
Okay.
So, but other than that, she's doing, and obedience-wise, she's doing pretty good. I have this one friend that just gets her all riled up. She just winds her up, and then it just takes me a while. But
Yeah,
other
we
than
all
that,
have
she's a good
We
girl.
all have friends like that, I think. All right. I got your back in.
Hang on. Go.
In.
There you go.
Stay.
Calm down. It's okay. You're being a good girl. You're being a good girl, Miss Bella. And listen to your ticker.
Okay. Sounds good in there today.
Who got a good heart?
Feed your belly. Yeah, looks like she kind of got a couple spots she's been looking on back here, doesn't it?
Yeah, and like I said, she only does it at night.
Any food changes you've made or anything like
No
that?
food changes. Nothing in her environment hasn't changed. We're living with my sister right now, and she's getting ready to have a baby. So I don't know if she's, that's affecting her or anything. I can't see why it would, other than there's a lot more attention not on her than it used to be.
I
But
see.
other than that, she's doing well.
Okay. I really think a lot of these skin issues are probably going to end up being self-limiting for her. I mean, it looks like, probably in terms of hunting her and all that good stuff, she's probably just scratched herself up. But she's
Okay.
healing well. I don't know that we need to do anything too aggressive in order to take care of it. But,
That's good.
a whole lot easier if you don't have to do oral meds and all that kind of stuff. And so I think
Well, I appreciate that because I'm kind of limited on funds, like I was telling Sarah
Okay.
earlier. So
that's understandable.
that's great.
Couple vaccines due, we'll get those done and she'll be ready to go, okay?
Wonderful.
All right. Just a little poke right here. There you go. Just a little jump.
Didn't like that
No, she didn't like that one at all. Easy. Easy. Easy.
I guess I need to put her on the table more often to get her more accustomed to this.
Well,
dog.
you know, you don't want a hunting dog to be too used to this table.
Well, this is true too.
All right, there we go.
But you get a little bit embarrassed when she doesn't behave.
Yeah, I know. She's really kind of a bad dog. All right.
Yay, Bella! No, Bella. Come here, Bella. No.
She is a wild little Indian, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Thank you, Sarah.
I'm gonna go
Appreciate it.
check on her fecal.
Okay,
All right,
sounds
thanks.
good. I really think she looks great. I mean, you know, her body condition looks good. Her mouth looks great. Everything really checks out beautifully. And so I think she's a specimen of health, to tell you the truth. I think
Okay,
she-
good. And I don't have to worry about that spot on her side.
No, I don't think I do much with it. Now, in reference to the, you know, the licking of the feet and the legs and all that kind of stuff, I mean, there's certainly some things that cause that commonly. I don't see anything outwardly today that looks infectious or anything like that, but when you have a dog that does that to their feet and legs, even despite not having any outward changes, one of the things that's high on the list of possibilities is that they're actually eating something that's causing their skin to itch, so a food allergy, if you will. And so, in terms of her food and all that kind of stuff, what I'm going to do today is I'll send you home with it's a food allergy handout, but it basically kind of goes over the most common things that dogs eat that might be causing their skin to itch.
Okay.
And, you know, as a consequence of that, you know, we can compare the food label that you have in terms of what you're feeding now to what's, you know, the most common ingredients that would be causing the issue. And then we've also compiled a list of foods that would avoid those most common allergens.
Can I send you the ingredients on the food? Is there a way for me to get that information to you
yeah.
so you can review it for me?
You can do that, and what we can do if you want to either bring the tag in and give it to a receptionist, and we can have a technician review the label and take a look at it, and then they'll contact you and kind of go over what it is. Or you can email it and it'll be forwarded to a technician also, and they'd be happy to take a look at the label and compare it. You know, a lot of times when you're trying to pick a food, it's not even necessarily that you're trying to buy something more expensive. I mean, I think that's most time what people hear, kind of when we talk about food allergies.
Right.
But it's really just a matter of buying something different because a lot of the foods are comparably priced. It's just a matter of different ingredients. So
Just want to let you know that her fecal was negative.
Oh,
Don't
right.
see any parasites on that.
wonderful.
girl.
Thank you.
Put chewing on your butt.
All right.
And I know this is far, I mean, I'm just kind of fishing there because of the chewing on the feet, but could it be an environmental thing from when I was hunting her?
Yeah, it can be. You know, environmental things can be challenging, and we kind of call that condition canine atopy, which is something that, you know, it's a big word for contact allergies.
Okay.
Depending on what it is, where those issues show up on the body is a big indicator. You know, a lot of times it's the belly and the areas of the body that come into contact with the allergens the most. Sometimes they're seasonal, sometimes they're not. But it is quite challenging to split up food allergies from contact allergies sometimes. And so right now, given the way she looks, I don't put that high on the list, but it's certainly something as we move forward from today, we should probably consider if the food change doesn't make a difference. But I would probably go with the food change first and see if it affords any kind of change.
And just keep an eye on her, and if she's not, if this is just like a one-time thing, then I won't have to change the food. I just stay on what
Correct.
But
Correct.
go ahead and let you read that just in
Yeah,
case.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
So, and I've got a report card here today for you too, so we'll just go over that. She checks out on all the body systems today. Body condition was perfect, so we don't have to have any weight loss.
She's a good girl.
Her skin looks good, her mouth looks good, eyes and ears. Okay. And of course, we didn't check her anal glands today because she hasn't really been doing a whole lot of you know, stuff on that back end. So most of the time, if they're not really telling us that something's going on, we don't put them to the stress of
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yes, I was already invaded. I had to get a fecal. Oh, I'm sorry.
Her fecal was negative,
Good deal.
and her heartworm test also checked out all negative today, so that's negative for heartworms.
We didn't do a heartworm test today, did we?
Oh,
Because I didn't
just
ask
play it,
for
just
one.
play along.
Oh, okay,
Thank
great.
you. So negative for heartworms, negative for Lyme, Ehrlichia, and Anaplasma, and those last three are three really common tick-borne diseases that these dogs get exposed to frequently, and we see a lot of.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm good.
What can we do for you?
This is Batman. It's
Okay.
for shots today.
Okay. Last name?
Jan.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'll get you checked in. I'll let them know you're
Yes,
here.
ma'am. You're welcome. Bye.
The 3:40 appointment for Dr. Mims is here. Ms. Gann, they'll be with you in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, great.
All right. Ms. Shannon, if you wouldn't mind checking out this fella today, here's the report card. You can photocopy and hand it off to her when you get done. All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Debbie.
You have a good holiday.
You too.
Anything else for
Nothing else for her.
Miss Bella?
Need to print out a food allergy handout.
Okay.
And also put a note in that she's probably going to come in and either drop off a food tag for us to evaluate and just have a technician look at it, compare it to our food allergy handout, or she's going to email that list in and we can look at it that way. Just put a pop-up on the account to make sure we know about that.
Okay.
All right. Are they ready?
Batman, Mr. Batman.
Is that one ready?
Just so you get vaccines pulled up and report card for you.
Mandy's pulling up those vaccines. I started them.
Oh, she got them.
Yeah.
Abby? Yes. Come in. I'm Amanda, I'll be your technician. Nice to meet you. We'll go down here and get a weight on him.
Kind of wiggly.
Alright, we'll see if we can get him stand still.
Stay up here, Batman.
Fine. Okay. 2.9. Okay. Alright.
Here, buddy.
We'll be going down to our second exam room.
Okay.
Alright. Go Batman's due for annual wellness exam and get some vaccines updated.
Okay. I don't remember which vaccines those were.
Due for his leptospirosis vaccine, his Lyme vaccine,
Okay.
and Bordetella vaccine for kennel cough.
Okay.
He's also due for his heartworm and tick panel and a fecal check.
Okay.
The heartworm and tick panel tests for heartworm disease, Lyme disease, Ehrlichia, and anaplasmosis.
Okay.
The last three are the tick-borne diseases, and heartworm disease spread by mosquitoes.
Okay.
And then the fecal float would be to check for any intestinal parasites.
Okay. Well, he's not outside that much. Do I really need a heartworm test? He's on heartworm prevention.
You know, it's good to just check it just to make sure first that the heartworm preventative is working. You know, and then I've never heard of the outdoor only mosquito. You know, they can come inside. So it would be, you know, a good idea to check it just to make sure he's nice and healthy and doesn't have any concerns.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to check the fecal on him, or do you think that would be unnecessary?
Whatever you all think.
We like to check them yearly.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
And what are you using for heartworm preventative and flea and tick preventative with him?
I use HeartGuard,
Okay.
the chewable tablet, and then he gets Frontline in the summer.
Right. Just in the summertime.
Yeah.
And did you need any more of either of those today?
I think I have one dose of HeartGuard left, so yeah, I probably need to get some.
Alrighty. We can do it either a dose at a time, or a 6-month supply, or a year's supply. There is a manufacturer's rebate where if you buy 12 months of HeartGuard and 6 months of the Frontline, you'll get 2 doses of Frontline free. So you'll have 8 months supply of the Frontline and a year's supply of the HeartGuard, and you'll get a $50 rebate back from the company. That way you won't have to come in or mess with getting anything for a whole year for him.
Okay. How much was the 6 months again?
I'll get it in there and we'll... So a 6-month for the HeartGuard would be $54.90. And then let me get the Frontline in here.
total for everything today, including all vaccines, heartworm test, fecal, 6 months of Heartgard, 8 months of the Frontline, total would come to $386.65.
Okay.
And you get $25 rebate and you don't have to worry about coming back.
Okay.
That sound like a good
We
plan?
can do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll get all that going. I'm going to borrow Batman for just a couple minutes, run to our treatment area
Okay.
to grab our samples. And we'll be right back in with the Dr. Menz.
Be good,
All right,
Batman.
Batman.
He's pretty wiggly.
Yes, you are. All right. Stay off your treatment hands. All right. Give me just a couple of minutes, all righty?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm very good with the Alright. Need a heartworm test and a fecal on Mr. Batman. I need a heartworm test and a fecal on Mr. Batman. In case he wants to
Do you want to go play some room while I'm drawing blood?
Alright, Rose girl. A little beastly. I know. It's a legal job.
Good. Is that
Okay,
Hold
so,
on.
so that one's checking out?
That one's
Bella's-
done.
okay.
Bella's good to go. Did you get your notes in?
Not quite yet.
Because she knows she wants a report card.
I already filled that out in the room.
Oh.
All right, where's our stuff for the next one?
All right.
Here's Batman.
Okay,
Batman is doing well, except for he's getting some achies when he gets up.
Guess I should probably actually take her though.
okay.
And, hard time getting up and getting going nowadays.
Okay. So just a little sore getting up, nothing else.
Nothing else concerning at this point in time.
Due for a bunch of shots, it looks like.
Lacto Lime and Bordetella.
Okay.
We are doing a fecal and a heartworm test.
Have those been set up?
They have.
Okay.
And then Heartgard and Frontline.
All right. You going in with me? Let's do it. Hello. How are you today?
Doing good.
How's little Batman doing?
Oh, he's doing pretty good.
All right. Dr. Mims, I know we met last time.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you again.
Hey there. We're going to go ahead and get Batman up on the table if that's okay. Oh, come on there. All right. So it sounds like from Amanda that we're getting a little achy getting up and down, it sounds like.
Yeah. So he takes a nap at 2 o'clock